Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. I'm always excited to have this young gentleman on. He is one of my favorites. This is Don Long. He's CEO of the Lake Nona Regional Chamber of Commerce. He does so much in the community. I also know he's a veteran. Thank you for your service. He
Thank
just
you.
does so much and gives back, and he is passionate about the mission of the chamber. And today we're going to talk a little bit about him, talk a little bit about the chamber, and then there's an upcoming event, Chamber Swing, which we're going to talk about too. Don may or may not have a prop. I can't wait to see that come on live. Welcome back, Don. How you doing today?
We're doing great, Ted. Thanks for calling me young. That always makes me smile for the intro, so I appreciate that.
Well, you are. To me, you're young at heart. We're all young at heart. And
Try
you're
to stay
definitely
that way.
young at heart. All right. So give them, for those people who don't know you, tell them a little bit about your background and sort of your journey to becoming CEO of the Lake Nona Regional Chamber.
Sure, I always love to talk about the chamber and how I got to where I am within this great community. Real briefly, thank you for recognizing my service as a veteran. I served 27 years as a Marine. Was fortunate enough when I left the Pentagon to come to Florida. So you could almost call me a native now. I've been here since '99. And since that time, I've worked in the boating industry. And from that, became involved with chambers of commerce. That led to my involvement with the Lake Nona Chamber of Commerce in late 2017 as the CEO. This chamber, I like to say, is the fastest growing chamber in the state of Florida. That is a likely connection with it being involved with the fastest growing community in the state of Florida, which is Lake Nona. So we have grown from 160 members when I came aboard in 2017 to over 450 business members now,
Wow.
and that includes quite a significant number of large partners like Amazon, Advent Health, KPMG, and the list goes on. But all of those organizations, of course, have more than 1,000 or more employees. So it's quite a significant reach. And my recommendations to anyone who wants to come into the Lake Nona area or start a business, reach out to a chamber of commerce, whether it's with us or someone else, because I think we're one of the best starting places. We can save you time and effort. We can introduce you to the right people that you need to talk with, and get you in the right doors, make the right phone calls. And if you try to do that on your own, you're going to waste time that could be spent very easily just talking with a local chamber.
It's to me, chambers are such a great place to really start and build your foundation. And even if you're an experienced or a long term business, it's still an amazing way to get involved in your community, become an advocate, build different relationships. One of the many things I love about the Lake Nona Regional Chamber is that your advocacy and your commitment to the membership experience is absolutely top notch. It is different than a lot of chambers that I have been involved with before. You really do constantly think about, and I'm not paid to say this, by the way, you constantly think about how can we improve our community? How can we improve our member experience, added value? And I don't think I have ever been involved in a chamber where there is that much focus on making sure that the membership is happy and that you're doing right by the community. Was that what you came into in 2017, or was that a mindset that you kind of embraced and brought into the chamber?
I think that I took over at a very good time because the chamber up to that point had been run by volunteers, and that's where that attitude and value commitment came from, because they were actually members of the community trying to build the chamber and give back. I mean, I don't want to take the credit for that initial impetus that put us to where we are, but I do want to say that it was a very good plan, and we like to stick with it. Knowing our local elected officials and the other officials that help govern the region, and then also reaching out and finding out what our people want to learn about, whether it would be, the latest things in transportation, or we've got a luncheon coming up real soon about cybersecurity. Do you know how to protect your business and your home? Those kinds of things that are truly useful. That's not saying we don't have fun at the same time, which we do because we try
Absolutely.
to wrap a little bit of fun with everything we do. But we enjoy the support of the community, and we just couldn't do it without them. And of course, membership is the most important thing to us.
And you feel it. So if you have been involved in a chamber before and didn't feel the love, I can promise you that you will feel the love from personal experience from the Lake Nona Chamber, Regional Chamber. All right, so we are really here today to talk about chamber swing. Give us the 411 on that. Tell us about it. People, I love golf tournaments. I don't play well at all, but I love the camaraderie and the networking and the doing it for a cause. And we have all of that coming up November 4th, I believe.
Correct.
So tell
Well,
us, give us the
Chamber Swing is a
lowdown.
golf tournament. I mean, it's and really, I, I'm ready. I got my golf shirt on. I brought along my favorite club, the wooden shaft and also the leather grip. That's about how good I play golf, along with you. Um, However, this one will not be sailing into a pond or anything because I don't think the antique shop that I stole it from would like that. Uh, Actually, my wife Madeline provided me with the prop. But our primary focus with the chamber swing is first and foremost for the players to enjoy the tournament. And we had a really packed field last year. Everyone enjoyed it in spite of the fact that we had light rain all day. And I think they really took it on as adventure. And I looked out to the weather forecast. We have zero chance of rain and 78 degrees in the forecast for November 4th.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I know, but
So,
that's
so can you
what we're
still
going to have.
tell us? Can you still? Can you be an individual player? Do you have to sign up for a foursome? Are there still sponsorship opportunities? Tell us what we can do to get involved and
Okay,
become part of Chamber Swing.
we have pricing from everything from individual golfer to doubles to all the way up to the four player team. And of course, that involves the cart and everything else that you need. By the way, it said Eagle Creek. I don't think we talked about that one yet. So that's Eagle Creek Golf Club right
Beautiful.
here in the Lake Nona area. That's where we've had our last two tournaments. So we're looking forward to that again this year. There are sponsorships still available. So while I'm talking about that, I want to mention that our title sponsor again this year, Synovus Bank here in Lake Nona, they've come forward and help us with this great event. And can I mention some of our other
I
partners
wish you would. Yes,
and
please let
sponsors?
people know.
So, among our event partners are Advent Health, Amazon, MCO1, the distribution center right here in Lake Nona, First Colony Bank, Guidewell Innovation Center, Nona Media, Starling Chevrolet, Walmart Supercenter here in Lake Nona, Laconic Digital, Lake Nona Performance Club, and also Gourmet Gratis is our breakfast sponsor. They're going to be providing our breakfast for us. The Drip Bar in Lake Nona, closest to the Penn Award. Beverage Cart, which most people start looking for, is sponsored by Drive Shack.
Yay, Drive Shack.
Yeah, and Drive Shack, yeah. And Beep, our autonomous vehicle company here in Lake Nona, is our breakfast sponsor. And then Lewis and Massey, attorneys out of St. Cloud, are our drink ticket sponsors. And we have also some vendor booths left along the courseway there. And among those so far, we have Core Values Physical, PRP Wine, where everyone can taste a little bit of great wines as they walk up to the drive, and then also Drive Shack again is doing our longest drive. So quite a list of sponsors. That being
Easy.
said, we do have several more sponsorship availabilities. The great thing about being a whole sponsor is that you can be at the tee, people can talk with you, you can give out your free keychains or whatever you might want to, and actually meet the folks, exchange business cards. So as you know, Ted, it's all about networking. And this is a fun tournament. It's a scramble tournament. So we're not going to be pushing people along. And the course marshal's not going to be out there saying, hurry up or whatever. We've got the course for more than half a day. So it'll be a
Nice.
lot of fun.
Yeah, scrambles are my favorite because I'm usually paired with a foursome who wants to take my shot. And I'm also usually not with anybody who throws their clubs when they get mad. It is a it is a fun networking, but also giving back because there's a benefactor. There's the chamber swing is benefiting an organization. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Every year we like to choose our beneficiary of choice. I'll put it that way, nonprofit of choice, where we give a part of the revenue from the tournament to the organization. And this year it's Rebuild Yourself. They work with the youth of the region, and it's a very new and progressive community. I would recommend people to Google them and look them up online.
Yes.
And their mission is to embrace, expand, and empower the young of the community. I think it's a great effort. That's why they're our charity of choice this year. And I think you're going to be talking with Christina later on another program about that organization. So everyone should really listen into that. She's got a great message.
We have we that's right. It's coming up. What a beautiful message and what a great story. The journey there and the passion there. So I'm excited for that. I think it's always beautiful when we give back in a way that's super impactful. In this particular golf tournament, well, I feel like the Lake Nona Chamber gives back all the time.
We try.
I'm going to tell you that if you are not involved in a chamber and you want to immerse yourself, you will never be wanting for an event because there is always some sort of breakfast, lunch, happy hour, grand opening, lunch and learn, breakfast and learn,
Ribbon
educational,
cutting.
everything that you could ever want in a chamber. I feel like Don, Madeline, and the team have your team have just set it up. It's just beautiful. It's like sometimes I have a hard time picking what I'm going to do because there are so many amazing things
We
to
don't have that luxury, but you'll find us there. We can't pick and choose.
you
I, you know,
cannot pick and
I
choose.
forgot one other major sponsor that's very important. You know how when you walk into the tournament, you get your little bag and it's got all the swag
Yes,
and everything in it. So this year we have a sponsor for our swag bags. They're giving out a nice little backpack thing, and that's Minuteman Press. So I didn't want to forget them. Of course, their logo will be on the bag, but they certainly deserve a mention because that's the first
absolutely.
thing everyone's going to see.
Swag bag. All right, Don, tell them how they can find out more about the chamber and about Chamber Swing.
Okay, very easy. Website www.lakenonacc.org. And
That's
if you
right.
go to the top of the page, you'll see our events tab there. You can look at all of our events on the calendar or the list. And if you look at the calendar, November the 4th, click on it. It'll lead you through the registration process. You can choose to be a sponsor or you can choose to register your team there. If you ever have any kind of problem through that process, it's easy, but sometimes, just give us a call, and that's 407 796 2260. And I'm not going to repeat it because people can rewind.
That's right. Rewind. That dates us, Don. Yes, you can rewind for sure. Don Long, thank you so much. Thanks for all you do in the community.
Come out and
Thanks.
play.
Come out and play. I will be out there. We're all going to have a great time, and it's for a great cause. Get involved in the community. Y'all are always asking me, how can I get involved? This is a fun way. And if you're looking for an organization that you want to kind of plant some seeds at, you are going to
Love it.
grow those seeds so quickly with the Lake Nona Regional Chamber of Commerce. I highly encourage it. I'm a member, and I think it's one of the best that I've ever been involved in. So thank you, Don. Thank you, Madeline. Thanks to the whole team. Huge shout out to Viviana for coordinating everything. November 4th, Lake Nona, cc.org. Reach out to us. We'll get you in touch. Come out and play. See you soon.
Thank you,
Bye,
Ted.
everybody.
We'll see you at
Thank
the
you.
tournament.
See you at the tournament. Thanks, Don.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.